somewhere over the mountains of western China. They had made 3 passes at landing in the small lake, and Kate couldn't take it anymore.
I thought you said you could fly this thing.
Landing is a lot harder than flying.
Kate checked her seatbelt buckle for the 100th time. David wiped some fog off a few of the ancient instruments and tried to line the plane up for another pass. Kate felt her side of the plane drop.
Did you do that?
David tapped the dashboard.
Huh. We're out of gas.
I thought you said...
Gauge must be broken. Get in the back.
Kate crawled into the back row of seats, complying for once without counter-argument or complaint. She buckled herself in. This would be their last landing attempt. The other engine puffed out its last seconds of life, and the plane leveled off, gliding in the ominous silence. Kate looked down, surveying the dense green forest surrounding the small blue lake. It was beautiful, like a scene from the Canadian wilderness. She knew it was cold down there. They must be somewhere in northern India or western China. They had flown most of the way over water, hugging the sea tightly. Wherever they were, it was remote and untouched. If they were injured at all in the landing, it would likely be fatal. The lake rushed toward them quickly now. David leveled the plane. Or tried. The plane was apparently harder to control without the force of the engines. Scenarios of doom raced through Kate's mind. The pontoons skidded unevenly on the water, and the plane rocked from side to side. One of the pontoons could come off. That would tear the plane and them to pieces. The pontoons kissed the water again before reeling back into the air, wobbling and wounded. Kate leaned forward, and for some reason, put her arms around David's neck, holding him tightly to his seat and pressing herself against the back of his seat. She couldn't watch. She felt the plane plow into the water more violently. She was flung back into her seat, the breath almost knocked out of her. She opened her eyes. They had stopped. Branches in the cockpit. David's head hung lifelessly. She lunged forward and felt around his chest. Had a branch gone through him? She couldn't feel anything.
Hey, lady. At least buy me a drink first.
Kate shoved his shoulder and slumped back in her chair.
I've had better landings.
Over water?
As it turns out, this is my first water landing, so no.
Yeah, my first water landing too.